Hello my dear students, how are you all? I hope you all are fine. So today I am here to discuss the chapter number 4 and the name of the chapter is The Foolish Lion. Okay, so the name of the chapter is what? The Foolish Lion. So before I start the chapter, I would like to write the name of the chapter, also the characters of the chapter, so that it will be easy for you to understand. Here the name of the chapter is chapter number 4 and the name of the chapter is The Foolish Lion. Alright, okay. Now here we go. A lion, the two characters are the lion and the jackal, Jackal, jackal. These are the two characters which we shall get in the chapter. A lion lived in a forest. Okay, here the word forest means a land which is a piece of land, a long area of land which is covered with what? Which is covered with trees, with the trees. A lion lived in a forest. Okay, a long time ago there was a lion who used to live where? Who used to live in a forest. Who used to live in a forest. Many times we see apart from this animal, the lion, we see different kinds of animals. They are in the what? They are in the forest. For instance, if I say lions, tigers, elephants, many kinds of what animals are there in the forest. All right. So likewise, there was a lion who used to live in a forest. One day he saw a cave. Okay, one day what did he see? He saw a cave. Here we want to know that what do you mean by the word cave? Here the word cave means a large hole inside of a hill or under a ground. A large hole. Let me show you. Look at the board. Look at the board. For example, this one. This is a hole. Okay, this is a hole. Large hole. This is called a cave. This is called a cave. A large hole inside of a hill or under the ground. So he saw a cave. This must be the home of some animal, thought the lion. The moment he saw the cave, he thought that this might be the home of any animal, some animal. Okay. So he said, I will hide here. Here the word hide means to cover something which cannot be seen. Suppose for example, you see what? Look at this. So if I want to hide, can you see it? It is completely invisible. Okay, you see, completely invisible. This is how he thought. He want to hide himself. When the animal comes home, I will eat him. The first thing came in his mind that he should keep himself inside the cave, and whenever the animal will return in his home, and he will catch him and he will eat that animal. The lion hid himself in the cave. He sat very quiet and waited. So this is how he entered in the cave, and he sitting inside the cave. He was waiting for the animal to come. What? He was waiting for the animal to come. Without making any kind of sound, he was waiting for the animal to come. The cave was the home of a jackal. Now we can see that this cave is the home of what? This cave is the home of a jackal. This cave is the home of a jackal. After some time, the jackal came back. Afterwards, the jackal came back to his home. They returned in his own home. He did not walk straight into the cave, but the jackal was very much clever. He did not enter in his house directly. Okay, instead he kept himself away from the cave, away from his home. he stood far away and looked around. Instead, what he did, what did he do? He kept himself away from the cave, and what did he do? He stood far away and looked around. Suppose this is the cave, so he kept himself a bit away from the cave and he looked around the places, everywhere. He just looked everywhere and started examining the things. On the ground, he saw the footprints of a lion. What? He saw the footprints of a lion. Here the word footprint means a mark. A mark, at the word footprints means a mark that is left on the ground by a foot. Okay? A mark that is left on the ground by a foot. That is simply called as what? Footprints. So he noticed when he was closely observing the things around the places, suddenly, what did he realize? Suddenly he realized he found something on the ground, and that was what? That were the footprints. What? Footprints on the ground. And he saw the footprints of a lion. The footprints led up to the cave. But the interesting thing is what? That he saw the footprints of lion went to the cave, towards the cave, but there were no footprints coming back. But there were no footprints which were coming outside of his, coming out of his cave. Understand not? There were no footprints. It is available. There a picture, a very nice picture is given in the book, so you can see it. The jackal laughed. He said. So finally he got it. Now he understood that this is the lion who is sitting inside his cave silently. So he understood. He said, "Oh, that is the lion. So Mr. Lion has come to my house today. So Mr. Lion has come. So Mr. Lion is there at my home, and he is sitting as quiet as a mouse, and that lion is sitting like a mouse without making any kind of sound. He is sitting like a mouse. Okay, he thinks he can fool me. He is thinking. He might be thinking he can make me fool. The jackal said that he might be thinking he can make me fool, but instead I will make him fool. Instead of that, I will make him fool." Understood? The jackal called out, "Hello, Mr. Cave, I am back." Now the jackal started making some plans that how to make the lion to come out of his cave. So that is the reason why he started making some plans that. So anyhow, he should make he want the lion to come out of his cave. That is why he started some making plans. The first plan was he just called out that, "Hello, Mr. Cave, I am back. Hello, Mr. Cave, I am back. I am there." There was silence, but there is no reacting. Nobody is reacting. Silence, quiet completely. The jackal called again, "Hello, Mr. Cave, why don't you talk to me?" The jackal once again called out that, "Hello, Mr. Cave, why don't you talk to me? Why don't you talk to me? What happened to you? What happened to you? Is there anything wrong? Okay, is there any problem? You always called out to me when I come back from the forest. Why don't you talk to me today? Is there any problem? Is everything all right? Is everything all right? Whenever I come back from the forest, you call it to me. Okay, but today you are so silent. What is the problem? Is there anything wrong?" Sit still. There was silence. Still, instead, but still, nobody is reacting. The lion was listening to every single thing what the jackal was saying. Okay, so still there was silence. Then the jackal said, "Oh, you don't want to talk to me today. Very well, I shall go away." "Oh, really? You don't want to talk to me today? Okay. If this is so," he said, "you don't want to talk to me today. If this is so, then I shall leave. I shall go away. Okay. Now I am going. Okay, I am leaving the place. I am not coming inside the cave. Okay. If you don't talk to me, then I shall go away. I will not enter in the cave. Okay." So the lion heard this, all the things, but closely observing. The lion was closely observing all these things. He thought. So the cave always called out to the jackal. Then he started thinking something else. The lion started thinking something else. he thought that might be true, might be the cave called out when the jackal comes in his own home, when he returned from his from the forest. Might be that is true. I must do that too, or the jackal will run away. I have to do that. I have to do that too, or else otherwise the jackal go away. I will not be able to catch him. I will not be able to catch him. If I don't do so, then the jackal go away. The jackal go away. I will not be able to catch the jackal. And the lion called out, "Hello, Mr. Jackal." And eventually, what did he do? What did he do? He called out. He said, "What? Hello, Mr. Jackal." Finally, he spoke. Okay. The jackal said, "I have lived in this forest all my life." Now the jackal replied, "Listen, I have been living in this forest for the longest time. I have been living in this forest for the longest time. But you see, never before have I seen a cave talk like that." But I have never seen a cave is talking like that. Like this is how. Okay. I have never seen a cave is talking like that. "Goodbye, Mr. Lion," and he ran away laughing. So, saying this, he laughed and said goodbye to the lion, and he left there. He left the place and started running. He kept on running until he safely reaches in a particular place. So now this is the end of the chapter. Now there is also a poem in this chapter which I want to complete. I want to finish it off now. Just on the pages. In page number 33, you will find the poem. The name of the poem is "I Wonder." Now here a small boy is asking something. He wants to know something about. Okay. Sometimes I really wonder to know something. Okay. So he want to know something. Sometimes I really wonder when I sit near a lake. Here the word lake means a pond, we can say, na? So whenever we sit, you also might be thinking the same way. So I used to think when I was a kid, or when I was a child like you, I used to think so many things. But now I have understood the fact, so I don't have any confusion in my mind. So I don't have any problem. I don't like you. So sometimes I really wonder. Sometimes he finds some questions that when I sit near lake, whenever he sit near a lake, nearby a pond or anything, any other things, what is in the water? What is in the water? What is inside the water? Okay, is it real or fake? Is it real or fake? Is it true? Okay, understood? It glides, or it is it fly or drift? When I move, it hides. When I move from the lake, then it just simply hides. I wonder if it is the moon. I wonder, we generally see the moon what at night, huh? Then in the sky. So I wonder if it is the moon. If it is the moon, as I don't see it at noon, but I don't see it at noon. Why? Why this is so? So this is the end of your chapter and the poem as well. So till then, you do one thing. You just read the chapter and the poem again and again, so that you will be able to learn some new words. And till then, you be happy, study well, and don't trouble your mother. Bye bye. Have a good day. Thank you, everyone.